it's Moorlander, and this is Moorlander EDC. Coming to you today, we're going to be looking at the Kershaw Pub Knife. Just as an extra point, trying out a new setup with a new mobile and the microphone that I've been using before. So trying to not to sound as heavy breathing as I have been in the last few videos. So I do apologise about that, and I need to try and see if I can get this sorted, but hopefully this one doesn't come out too bad. So yeah, boom, 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 back with the Kershaw Pub. So this was a knife that was designed by Dmitry Sienkiewicz. If we look on the back of the knife here, hopefully you can see on the blade, it even says that it's a Sienkiewicz design. The blade and the frame here is made from 8CR13 MOV steel and has a stone wash finish to it. You can see the stone wash a little bit more on this back side, more than you can on the blade itself, but it's got quite a nice finish to it. As you can see, hopefully there, you'll see that there's a detent, bull detent. As it goes in, that pops in. So this is a UK legal knife, as it doesn't have a locking mechanism. So when it's open, you don't need anything. You just need pressure to be able to close it. Some extra things that make this a UK legal carry also is the fact that, I'm going to open this up to give you some measurements. The blade length is 1.6 centimeters. Sorry, wrong way around. 1.6 inches, which is 4.1 centimeters from tip of the blade here over to where the bottle opener is here. It's 4.5 inches or 11.4 centimeters, and when it's closed, it's nice and pocket friendly. It comes in at 3.1 inches and which is also 7.9 centimeters. And it's also super light. It's 1.9 ounces or 53.9 grams. And I think that's what makes this an awesome knife. I'm probably going to go over this quite a bit and say it quite a lot. And I really did click when I got this knife. And that is that this knife is super pocketable. In fact, it is so light, and you have this little carabiner at the end, that let's say these were my car keys, you can clip it on, throw it in your pocket, and you're not even going to notice that you've got anything extra on it. Well, you might, but you know, it's just something. It's also very low key, so if you work in an environment or if you work in an office where people are concerned about you bringing knives into work, you can have this on your keys. It just looks like something that you would have on your keys. So just to take you through the features, so that's the first one. If you did have this on your keys, you'd need to make sure you took it off when you opened it, because that's going to stop it from opening fully. But I mean, it's not difficult, is it? So you can take that off. You have a straight edge knife, which has a, if you can see, sound good? Can you see? It has a hollow grind with a straight edge knife, and is a clove-hoof style blade. Just some extra things to point out. Now, this should be perfectly straight, but hopefully, if you'll notice here, it does kick out a little bit at the bottom, and here it kicks out a little at the top. That's going to be from the way that it's ground when they made this. It is a slight defect, and I've seen in other reviews that you get this on others, but just to be able to reprofile this 0.5 millimeter that end and be able to do that, even a novice should hopefully be able to do that. So that's the knife itself. You then have well, I suppose it depends which side to look at it, really. One side's up and one side down, yeah. You have a bottle opener, which is really nice as well. It's reasonably sharp, so you get a really good purchase on the bottle cap when you want to take things off. And then also here, if you can see, if you can get the light, that there is a flat. You can use this as a flathead screwdriver, and you can also use it as a pry bar. As far as different versions go, there are 3 versions. This is the black version, so the scale here is a anodized aluminium and it's black. They do a blue version, and they also do a carbon fiber version as well. carbon fibre version, you know, you're going to save a few grams, but you know, you're not too much of a difference. The carbon fibre one does look nice, it looks real nice, but I was more than happy with this one. I think the carbon fibre one's just a little bit more as well. What keeps me coming back to this knife, especially this time of year, this for me is summer knife. This is what it screams to me. So imagine the scene, you just nipped out, got some beers, got some burgers, back home, you're opening up, pop open the knife, open up the bag of charcoal. When you're lifting, you're putting it all into your kettle barbecue, you know, just one of the screws has come slightly undone so you can tighten it back up. Then all of your friends turn up, you've got loads of beers in a nice cooler, you're popping the cap off all the time. This is the perfect summer companion. And also when we're rocking around in shorts and you don't want anything too big or heavy in your pocket, it's also perfect for that. It's very similar to the knife that I reviewed recently. If you look up here, this isn't a UK legal knife, mainly because it has a locking mechanism. But for me, this again is one of those perfect kind of barbecue accompaniments. You can cut open your charcoal, cut your sausages if they're in a string, and pop the bottle opener. So yeah, have a look up there and you'll be able to see the review for that. And that's about it for this knife. It's a cracking little knife. It really is good, and it is just absolutely perfect for this time of year because, as I say, you know, we're all into barbecue season wherever we are in the world. Even if it's raining, it's never stopped a Moorlander from having a barbecue. It's all there. Now, we always try to get to this point and say, is there anything that I'd change about it? And I always try to think if there is, and it pains me to say it, although, I mean, it's a good thing. There's nothing that I would add or remove from this. And that's because it's just got what you need. You're not going to be able to take this out into the wilderness and, I don't know, fend off a rabid set of badgers or anything like that, because that's not what this knife is designed for. This is barbecue knife, and that's what it does perfectly. I think if you were to add something to it, it would overcomplicate it. If you were to take something away, I mean, what have you got? You've got a knife, you've got a can opener, you've got a little pry bar flathead screwdriver and a carabiner that you can clip things to. What would you take off it? There's really nothing that you could take off it, and I think if you added to it or took something off, it just wouldn't make it the knife that it is. Barbecue knife version 1. I'm sure there'll be other versions as well. As for getting into versions, check out Etsy. You can find lots of really nice bespoke scales for these. Some really nice copper ones. So yeah, leave it at that for now. Let's open it again just so you can get one last look at it open. There we go, beautiful little knife. Are we in the middle? Yeah, cool. Don't forget to like, it's here somewhere, and subscribe. Hit the notification button if you're subscribing, because that's great. You can see all of my videos. If you haven't hit like already, do it now. Do it. It's there. Yeah, cool, brilliant. What I'm also asking, if people could share these videos, that would be great. And there's also affiliate links in the bottom. I've started to find both UK and American affiliate links as well. If there are other nations, I'm definitely not trying to take people out of this. If there are other nations that you think, yeah, I'd like to see some of those affiliate links as well, leave a note in the comments and I'll search for those in the future as well. Yeah, cool. So that's it. Don't forget, stay Moorlander, stay EDC, stay safe. I did that wrong, didn't I? Check that out, 9 minutes into the video and I can't even do my close. Stay safe, stay Moorlander. What's this? Stay safe, stay Moorlander, stay EDC. Oh yeah. Bye.